Yo, what's up, bro? This is Joe K from Soulection.
Whooligan from Soulection.
Well, actually, start that over. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
I'll start one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Yo, peace world. This is the Whooligan from Soulection.
This is Joe K, representing the sound of tomorrow.
Peace to Ashley Outrageous. You're here at the Brooklyn Patch, New York City.
Hey.
Joe and Julio of Soulection.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Say hello to the people.
Hey.
Peace. How you doing?
Hey.
So, first things first, because I don't want to get it wrong, what would you describe your guys' sound as? Like, what genre do you call it?
It's like progressive. It's forward thinking. I think it's hard to it's called just Soulection. Like, I think when you hear it, it's like that. It's become over time its own genre because it has so many elements, and there's no one that really has our sound. So I feel like with our roster that we build, the DJs, our selection of music, it's all like infused from the golden era, like a lot of soul samples, a lot of house music, bass, trap, just everything in one, to be honest. So it's kind of just like all in one like melting pot. So, but I would, in terms of just being like in a genre, I would just say it's like, it's like future bass. It's like, it's progressive,
house vibes,
it's forward thinking.
hip-hop.
Yeah. It's just like
It's good, like deep-rooted soul music, but I mean, like Joe was saying, like we pull influences from jazz, from soul, from hip-hop, funk, rock and roll, like and it's kind of like
rock and roll.
Hey, yeah. Hey, we played Rolling. Hey, we heard Rolling Stones in there. It was vibing.
Word.
Backing off of that, how did the slogan, "The Sound of Tomorrow," come about then?
That came up when I was in college at Long Beach State. Our third release that we ever put out was this producer that I found. His name was Beatmaker Beat. He's from Russia, and he was from St. Petersburg, Russia. And he needed a name for his album. And I had A&R'd the whole thing, and I was like, it sounded very like futuristic, and I'm like, what's like. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but I'm like, how do I not say in a corny way, like the future sound?
Sound of the future.
Yeah, like that sounds corny as fuck. So I basically just, I was in my head, I was just playing with words. I'm like, the sound of tomorrow, like it's simple, but yet like it's progressive, and I don't know anyone who has it. So we actually titled it The Sound of Tomorrow. Then after that, I kind of just took that, and I'm like, whenever our first selection party that we do event, I'm gonna like call it The Sound of Tomorrow. And then it just kind of jumped from that. So we tend to we call anything that has like more than one artist or DJ from, so like if it's a group thing, or our monthly events, it's like called The Sound of Tomorrow. We just had about 1,200 plus people at the American
Museum of Natural History.
Yeah, and for New York and the local community, like no one would have known outside of New York, but because we posted those photos and like we like kind of recapped it within hours after the event, within less than 24 hours, now all of a sudden the world is able to see that. So it's just making ourselves present and consistent. That's all.
And now, speaking on that, you guys playing at the Museum of Natural History, which is a huge thing. So you actually handle the bookings. How was that when you guys got offered that? I mean, like, what was your reaction?
It was pretty incredible. I was talking to like a friend beforehand, like how amazing like the museum was and stuff, and then they actually hit us up, and I got invited to come to one of the parties by Neil Armstrong. And unfortunately I couldn't make it, but I was looking at photos and I was just thinking like, man, one day, literally the same year.
Yeah, one day during the same year.
One day.
And you guys are closing it out. You guys closed out their party.
And they hit us. Yeah, they hit us up, and it was really amazing to work with them. It was very fluid. But it was really an honor. It was an honor to be in that room, especially very iconic room in New York City. And I mean, originally we were supposed to be in the planetarium, where they normally have it. But there was a leak, and a piece of drywall fell from the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
It almost got canceled.
So they almost canceled the whole thing, and so it was a blessing that they actually moved it to the well room.
Yeah, and it was sold out.
It was sold out.
Sold out, and like it was an amazing experience for us, and it was just it was a blessing.
I mean, now that you guys had toured, so you're handling all these bookings. You guys are going all over the world, what do you feel is like the craziest response that you've gotten so far? Maybe like
London at
what
Coco.
country?
Yeah, London, Coco.
I
just-
felt you
just
guys were gonna
in
say
May.
London because I have a lot of friends, you know, they're in the industry and that
Yeah.
tour, and everyone says London and like Paris are always
Yeah,
That was,
crazy.
yo, London, Paris is
Best.
like, was amazing. Like 1,800 people at Coco in London. It was just like,
And we like to know that we sold that bitch out.
Yeah.
And like that's where Kanye had just did his, you know, pop-up show there.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like a month before. And
Yeah.
to know that like just so many good people have been in that space and we were able to do that.
Yeah.
Again, being in a place that we're not from, like it's so and they just go so hard, man.
Yeah.
We could play
They get it.
anything and they
Yeah.
just go crazy. And like we're talking about literally doors open at 10. People were like, it's very rare for people to come out that early. People, like it was already half full by 10. By 11, 12, it was packed out.
Yeah.
And by 3 a.m. when the lights turned on, people it was
No one
still
wanted to
it was
leave.
like still 1,200 people.
yeah, what's dope about London is like you could play literally, like you could play tracks that you just got like that morning, like fresh out the gate that no one knows, and they just go wild over. Like in New York, LA, you gotta throw in some hip hop,
Yeah.
something familiar for the people.
Yeah.
But out in London and Paris, it's like no matter what you play, there's
You could play
anything
the
goes.
darkest,
It's so
deepest,
dope.
like
Yeah.
beat track, like something crazy left field, and they just react.
And the systems out in Europe too are just banging. So
Yeah.
everything sounds so
Crazy.
much so amazing
Yup.
over there.
London.
So, what do you guys like have set for your goals now? You were saying the museum thing. You went to the party and you were saying, oh, one day we want to do this, and then you know it happens later that year. So, what are some goals now that you guys have that you've yet to reach?
Soulection Festival.
Yeah, festival.
Soulection
yeah.
Festival.
2016, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Where's the first one? It better be
It's
New York
gonna-
and LA.
It's gonna be
LA.
definitely.
The latter.
LA, New York. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Okay,
we're talking
fine,
about,
we'll
but
fly
we're talking
out.
about doing like in all major cities. Like it's gonna be like a tour of it. Like we're gonna go around.
Like how there's like Mad
Mad
Decent
Decent
Block
Block
Party.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Party,
like
something like
the
that,
same
yeah.
same model. You know, we're
Or the boat party. What is the
Yes,
one?
the
The
yacht
Diplo's boat party?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
What
yeah,
is that
that's-
one?
yeah,
Is
but
that Mad Decent
no,
Boat
I know what
Party?
you're talking about. He does like.
Oh
the-
yeah,
the-
the yacht party. We
I
talked
think it's
about
the
that.
Mad Decent Boat Party. They have the
Yeah.
block
Yeah.
party and they have the boat
We,
party.
Yeah, they-
we were in Miami
they
in
kill it.
December and we saw this yacht go by. We're like, we gotta do that.
I hear it's
Yeah.
pretty good. I've yet to go on, but I want to go.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So we'll keep our eyes peeled for
Thank
the
you.
selection.
Thank
you guys
Thank
are.
you for having
Yo,
me.
you're
You're the
killing. You're killing
favorites.
it too.
I'm
Yeah.
chilling.
You're doing your thing.
I'm like, I'm chill.
Congrats on the launch.
Ashley,
the site's
debut
looking-
mixtape dropping.
This site is looking great.
Yeah.
Ashley outrageous, like, man, it's killing it. And everywhere I go, a lot of places, and a lot of people always bring me in.
Yeah.
So that's a good.
Because I
thing.
share the links on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people don't give me my credit. Give me my credit. I'm the SoundCloud lurker. That's what I call myself. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're here in Brooklyn Patch. Peace
Yes.
and out.
Thank you to Brooklyn
Yeah.
Patch, Ashley Outrageous,
Joe K signing out. Whooligan.
Hooligan. Peace, y'all.